Okay, today instead of looking at a car that zooms, we're going to look at someone that makes cars zooms, Mr. Craig Lowndes. How you doing, Craig?
Very well.
Thanks for coming on the show.
No problem at all.
Now you're going to take me for a ride in this.
We definitely are. We're going to strap you up, we're going to get you changed, and then away we go.
Well, let's go suit up.
Let's go.
Mate, that was incredible. Thank you so much. Mate, look at me, I'm wringing wet. This is unbelievable. How do you do this? Like,
Well, well, I suppose we all grow up doing go-karts, Formula Ford, all the categories, and we eventually get to this stage, and of course we take it for granted, but when we take people like you for a run, it's so satisfying. Go-karts is where you begin, you learn. You know, you learn all your craft, your lines, your brakes, your momentum, and then of course when you throw a bit of wet weather in there, then they go another level. Get to Formula Ford, you get to introduce your gearbox. You know, and then you got your sort of Formula 3, and then you got wing slicks, and then you come to these big beasts.
Mate, one thing that I have to ask you is, you can't appreciate unless you actually get out there in the car, but how do you respond so quick?
It's one of those things, if you actually talk to people as a driver when you're driving, they're fine as long as they can find their points. When I say points, your brake marker, your turning point, your apex, your exit, so you're just following the dots, because you're trying to memorise where you need to be and position the car on the track, get the right gear in the gearbox, and then away we go. As soon as you start going offline, car gets a bit sideways, then we actually got to start thinking about what we're doing.
I'm sweating. I look like I've been through the jungle and you can keep going.
Oh, well, we're used to it, I suppose. We condition ourselves for that temperature. It's about 25 degrees hotter in a car than it is ambient. So if it's a 30-degree day, it's 55 in the car, plus we're decked out in all this gear, you finally get tuned to obviously what to expect. Your sensors and everything else take over. If the car starts to move around, tyres start to go off, a bit wet weather, sun comes out, that's when you start driving. Cars are quite loud and it's quite hard to hear and everything else, but I'm focused on what I'm doing. I got you in the corner of my eye doing this sort of the noddy, and basically I'm keeping an eye on you, but I'm watching where the track is and everything else. So there's a lot of things go on, in course, and when you've got 30 other cars around you, your peripheral vision becomes very highly sensitive, because you're trying to figure out what's around you, not just in front of you. And you got to wait, not only watch what's in front of you, make sure no one's attacking you from behind.
Well, mate, I admire you. Seriously, you are a champion, because that was incredible. Now, if you want to know more about Craig, go to his website, craiglowndes.com.au. Now, Craig, I want you to try and have a crack at my job and wrap the show up, okay?
Look, hope you guys had a great vision of the Zoom TV. If you want to find out more about go-karting, growing up in the future of motor racing, go to zoom.com, get to the website, have a look, and you'll see us having a lot of fun.
So he's already stuffed up Zoom TV.
Oh, sorry, Zoom TV.
Zoomtv.com.au. We'll catch you next week. Thanks very much, mate. Really appreciate your time.
That's what I do. You do what you do.
Exactly.
And that's a wrap.